and it was because of a deadline that was missed under Act 195.
Correct.
So now the 10,000 plus bargaining unit members are suffering for the last how many years because of this?
That was 2000.
Okay.
Have we had people having problems staying in network?
Yes, and we've had members, many members contact us when the change went. We used to have Delta Dental, and then they switched from Delta Dental over to United Concordia, which a lot of people, their desks don't accept that work, so they've had to go find somebody else or just pay it out of pocket.
The other thing, not that I am an expert on geography, but like with the exception of Graterford and Chester, Campbell, Pittsburgh, a lot of these places look like they're in the middle of nowhere.
Well, we don't build a prisons in our cities or around populated places that you guys don't travel. They're kind of out of the way.
Why is it?
Well, a lot of it has to do with when they're trying to zone kind of pushback they get from the community.
Not my backyard.
Yeah, you got it. But it presents a problem then to get them the health care that they're on the vision they need.
Okay, so the focus, at least the initial focus on the dental proposal is to try to get a better network for your members.
Correct, just more about availability for dentists that accept that insurance, that's all.
And now the benefit, the dollar levels, are we also looking to increase those?
We are.
Okay. Now, your next, the next proposal in regard to medical benefits, again, we're looking to set the levels at January 1, 2011, with the exception of the ones that we just gone over, and this would be the last one. What are we trying to do in regard to the prescription drug coverage, co-payment levels?
We're trying to deal with a lot of the preventive maintenance drugs are over the counter now, so this will deal with those.
Okay. And has the PSCOA, either through one of its through its expert looked at this issue?
Correct.
Okay.
And he'll be testifying more in detail.
All right. Now, the next issue in regard to medical benefits, or I'm sorry, in regard to insurances, would be the, you have the letters there, RHAP, HP. What does that stand for?
Retired Employees Health Program.
Okay, so this is post-retirement medical.
Correct.
All right. What's the current post-retirement medical?
It's now 20 if you were hired after, but it was 15.
So-
last contract it went to 20.
Are there's two classifications of employees for post-retirement medical?
Correct.
Some get it after 15, some get it after 20, is that what you're saying?
Correct.
All right. And what is PSCOA? Have you heard from your membership in regard to this issue?
There were a lot of people that came on to this job with the 15 years planning out so that they could have their work for their health benefits, and now that changed.
Would you consider working in the H-1 member? I mean, it's a fit. What type of physical strain does it have on your body in your experience?
Well, when you're in that environment, day in and day out, it wears on you physically and so it's very difficult to just add 5 to 10 more years to these members and expect them to be able to do it.
Okay. So we're looking so that all H-1 members would be able to obtain post-retirement medical after 15 years, correct?
Correct.
Now, the next in regard to health insurance or insurance issues is the post-retirement, the get healthy issue that you're trying to address through this panel. What are you trying to do in this proposal?
Currently, the retiree is charged a copay. He has no availability to the Get Healthy program.
What is the Get Healthy?
The Get Healthy program is a survey that you take with PEDTF, and you can reduce your copay by participating. And what I have found is, it seems like most of the documentation supports that that's the best way to control healthcare costs.
A wellness program.
Yeah, the wellness program, exactly.
So, I'm a member of your unit. If I participate in wellness, I get a reduced premium share.
Correct.
Okay.
But if you're a retiree, you have no option. You're not involved. And they're really the people that need it the most. So they use it the most.
What are the current percentages here? Are they for the Get Healthy program?
Well, if you're in the Get Healthy, it's you get a 1% or 1.5% reduction in your copay.
And the premium share now is 3.
Correct.
That's percent pay.
Percent pay.
So members right now are paying 3% of their pay as part of the premium.
Correct.
And if you're in the preventive care program, the Get Healthy program, you get a reduction.
Correct.
But retirees are not allowed to get that reduction. And we're asking that they get treated the same as.
Correct.
How do you get 3% of pay? If you're a retiree, you're not getting paid.
That's the problem. It's what they're doing to retirees now is they're charging them 3% of their highest year salary.
When they work.
When they were working, their highest year, last year's salary. 3% of that. The problem is when they retire, nobody in this unit gets 100%. It's all reduced, so that 3% now becomes like 6 to 9% of a retiree's take home for his health benefits that most work 20, 25 years.
So he's getting it. It almost doubles, in essence.
Absolutely.
Now, and I know you're summarizing these proposals, and we're going to present witnesses to give some greater explanation of these. But I do appreciate you providing summaries. The next one in regard to insurance would be in regard to the premium sharing.
Correct.
All right. And you indicated that now, currently, there's the preventive care program, the Get Healthy program in place.
Correct.
And it's 3% of your salary if you're not in the preventive care Get Healthy program.
Correct.
And then it's 1.5% if you're in it.
Right.
All right. What are we proposing to do in regard to that?
We're proposing, by being a participant in it, the higher the percentage of members in it, the lower it would drive down the cost share. Obviously, you have to meet certain levels in order to get reduced.
So the more H-1 members that are in the Get Healthy program, the lower the percentages of the premium waiver is.
Correct.
Right. And there's a scale that's in our proposals.
Correct.
Right. In addition to that, Is there another proposal in regard to what salary can be considered?
Yes.
All right, and what's that proposal?
The calculation is for active and retiree to maintain the same.
Okay. And the next proposal, number 4, clothing allowance, maintenance allowance. What's currently done regarding clothing allowance or maintenance allowance?
Clothing allowance is an issue once a year. They are issued a clothing allowance, maintenance allowance for the year.
Okay. And now you don't have a specific amount in there, but you're looking to increase that?
Correct.
And then the second thing in regard to clothing allowance, maintenance allowance, you have a proposal to provide a /proof vest at the discretion of the employee. Could you describe that proposal?
Yeah, the idea is and it goes back to what I said about the employee deciding, if he decides that he needs a vest, instead of the Commonwealth going out and purchasing 11,000 vests, a member would let their institution know they would receive a one-time increase in their clothing allowance to cover the cost of the vest. They would be provided with a list of suppliers and go and purchase a vest, at which time then they would have to wear it. I mean, if you purchase it, you wear it.
Okay.
And if you don't purchase it,
Then you don't get the increase in the clothing allowance paid.
And you've already talked about the /proof vest. We're going to have witnesses to further describe that.
Correct.
Now, the next proposal, number 5, is in regard to leave. It proposes that we delete a certain section of the non-scheduled combined leave usage. This might be a little hard to explain or hard to follow, but this is in regard to overtime, is it not?
Yes.
Okay. And when do you get overtime in this unit now? Is it after 40? Is it after 80? Is it after 8 in a day? How's it work?
Anything over 8 hours in a day or 80 hours in a
Okay. And do you get put into let's talk about leave. When you take so many non-scheduled leave days off, you get put in a certain category?
Yes, after three, they put you in a C4 status. And what a C4 status is that's your 4th time that you've missed work in a year's time.
Non-scheduled?
Yeah.
Okay.
and I assume you're going to have additional testimony on this. but
Correct.
You don't have, like, vacation, personal,
No, we have combined and pre-scheduled, non-pre-scheduled, like
what's the difference?
Well,
I mean, I think I.
pre-scheduled is obviously vacation.
Okay.
And when they give you non-pre-scheduled, it's you were sick, in a car accident, whatever, something preventing you from reporting for duty.
So if you have 4 non-pre-scheduled days,
Correct.
in how long a period of time?
Within a year.
In a year? And does it reset every July 1 or whatever?
Sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. But it's supposed to be calendar year.
This is the calendar year, so like every January.
Yes.
Okay. So January 1 comes along, if I, get the flu and I use 4 days of sick leave, that I need to reschedule, I go into the C4 status?
No, it's a 4th occurrence.
Okay,
So-
for the current, so.
Yeah, so if you have a sick kid at home, you've taken care of your kid, next week, now you end up with the same flu that you were taking care of, now you're out,
That's an occurrence.
then that's 2 occurrences right there.
And then you get the 4th occurrence,